Hi, everybody. I was asked if I could make a video for our Module 3 review. So that's what this is. If you wanted to check your answers or go over any of them, let's see what's happening. I'm going to share my screen. My mouse doesn't want to work anymore today. Let's share. Here we go. Having all kinds of issues here. Okay, I think I've got it. Let's move it out of the way. All right, so the first thing says, the county theater has 24 equal rows of seats and has enough seats for 312 people. How many seats are in each row? So tell what strategy or tool you will use to answer the question, explain your choice, and find the answer. So by doing the work, if they have 24 equal rows and enough for 312 people, and we're finding how many seats are in each row, our work will show the strategy, and I'm going to talk about it as I go, but I would take the whole 312 people and start dividing them into those rows to see how many are going to fit in each row. So 24 cannot go into 3. 24 goes into 31 one time. And when I subtract, we're left with 7. And I'm going to bring down the 2. And then I have to think, how many times does 24 go into 72? I might be able to figure that out in my head, or I might have to do some guess and check. I'm going to say 3 times, and that's going to give me an answer of 72. So this whole number quotient shows that 13, let's see, how many seats are in each row? 13 seats. And that's why I did it that way. I wanted to divide up the people into the rows and see how many would fit. For the next one, you had to do some work for these. Some people were asking me if it had to have a value of 21, could there be a remainder? Well, this word says equal to 21. If there's a remainder, is it equal to 21? It's actually a little bit more than 21 if there's a remainder. So we wanted the ones with the exact answers of 21. I believe that would have been B. And you would have had to go through and do all of these. But if I check, yes, this one is going to be exactly 21. So it would be B. And maybe the other one was, I don't remember. Let's try D. 1072 divided by 49. 49 is going to go into 107 2 times, which would be 98. When I subtract, I'm left with 92. That's not going to give me, that's not going to give me it's going to leave me with a remainder, so that won't work. Maybe 1,103, 1,113 divided by 53. So we'll go out here to 111. 53 times 2 is 106. I'm going to be left with 53. That was the other one. When I subtract, I'm left with 0. So it was B and E. Okay. So those you would just have to check all of them. And I know in class, some of you got to check with a partner and some of you had to check on your own, depending on how you were working. A factory makes 3,200 nails each day. Machines put 45 of these nails into each box of nails that the company sells, and these machines fill as many boxes as possible. How many boxes are filled and how many nails are left over each day? 3,200 nails and 45 in each box. So we're going to take 3,200 and divide by 45. 45 can't go into 3. It can't go into 32. 45 into 320. I'm going to say 7 times. Let's see. Oh, I think that was a good guess. 320 minus 315 is going to leave me with 5. And then I bring down my 0. 45 goes into 51 time. And when I subtract, we're left with a remainder of 5. So it's asking how many boxes are filled and how many nails are left each day. So we have 71 boxes. Oh, That's not an S. 75 boxes and 5 left each day. I think will be our answer. Okay. Mrs. Cadle is saving to buy a racing bike. The bicycle costs $249. She plans to save $20 each week. In how many weeks will she have saved enough money to buy the bicycle? And again, in class, some people were asking me about this one. We can simply take the total cost of the bike and we're dividing it by $20. We can take away that decimal because they're all zeros. We don't need them. They're not helping us in any way. So we'll just divide by the $20. 20 does not go into 2. It goes into 24 one time. We'll subtract, bring down the 9. 20 goes into 49. How many times? 2 whole times with a remainder of 9. How many weeks will she have saved enough money to buy the bicycle? Well, let's think. It's 12 remainder 9. Are we going to drop that remainder? Will it be 12 weeks she'll have enough? Are we going to round that? 13 weeks she'll have enough. Are we going to use that remainder in 12 remainder 9 weeks? Or will we make it a fraction in 12 and 9/20 weeks? What do you think? We're going to round that. In 13 weeks, she'll actually have a little bit more than she needs. In 12 weeks, she wouldn't have enough yet, right? 12 remainder 9 doesn't make sense to just leave it as it is. And a fraction, it would be okay, but not full weeks if we had a fraction. An adventure club is taking buses for a camping trip. If each bus can hold 44 members, how many buses will be needed for 334 members? So 44 members, how many buses for 334? So let's do the dividing. 44 will not go into 3. It will not go into 33. So we're going all the way into that 334. I'm going to think and say maybe 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Again, 28 plus 2 is 30. When we subtract, we're left with 26. So we have 7 remainder 26. How many buses will they need if everybody's going on this camping trip? Think about our dirt. How are we going to work with that remainder or interpret the remainder? Hopefully, you say they need 8 buses. Otherwise, some people might be getting left behind if you only said 7 buses. We wouldn't say 7 remainder 26 buses. That doesn't make sense. And 7 and 26 44ths buses. That doesn't make sense either. So rounding that answer so that we can have enough buses for everybody. A satellite takes 28 days to travel around the planet. How many complete orbits does the satellite make every 365 days? So again, we'll do 365 divided by 28. 28 does not go into 3. It goes into 36 one time. We'll subtract and have 8. Then we'll do our 5 down. So 28 into 85. I'm going to say 2 times. I'll put a line there. That would be, maybe 3 times. Let me check. 28 times 3. Oh, that gets me much closer. Let me try 3. And that gets me 84. So we have a remainder of 1. 13 remainder 1. How many complete orbits is the question? We have 13 complete orbits. So we're just going to drop that remainder. 13 times completely around, and then a little bit more with our remainder, but it's not complete. We were skipping 7, 8, and 9, so we're not going to be working on those. That was a lesson we didn't work on, so we can move on to number 10. A musical group performs 2 concerts. A total of 512 people attend the 2 concerts. The bar model represents the number of people that attend each concert. Which expression models the number of people attending concert 1? So right here, we have a total of 512. So all of our blocks are representing 512. How would we determine what one block for concert 1 equals? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total blocks. So it should be 512 divided by 6, and that will give us the value of 1 block. Melanie had 8 times as many online customers as in-person customers. She draws a bar model to compare the numbers of each type. If she served 234 customers today, how many online customers did she have? So in person and online, she has a total of 234 customers. How many customers were online? So if we have the model drawn for us, we're going to take that 234 and we're going to divide by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't forget that 1. We're dividing by 9. 9 cannot go into 2. 9 goes into 23 2 times. We'll subtract that 18 and we'll be left with 5. Bring down our 4. 9 goes into 54 6 times, and we do not have a remainder. Our whole number quotient represents how many customers each box had, or the boxes have a value of 26 customers each. The question is, how many online customers did she have? So now we have to take that 26. There are a couple of ways we can do it, like we've talked in class. We could take the total and subtract that 1 box of in-person, and what we have left would be online. Or we can take the number of online times 26 and get our answer. So I'm going to do the subtracting and see what happens. I feel like my brain froze there for a second. So when I do the subtracting, I get an answer of 208, which would be letter D, and that's how many people online. Okay, that was it for our review. Don't forget to take a raisin selfie for me, and then we will have our little quiz tomorrow. Oh, I can't get my mouse to stop sharing. There we go. We'll have our little quiz tomorrow. If you have any questions about anything that I've gone over or anything from class, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. It doesn't want to end. Bye.